What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be probably a little bit different than usual. You've probably noticed from the title and the thumbnail. You may or may not be aware of this, but I have been communicating with the representatives of Seven Pirates, Lilith and Flare. You may have seen them in Diplomacy of War or Yoda's Discord. So what had happened was is after the community manager requested invites to these discords for feedback, I provided those links. They joined, but I've also been communicating them in private on the side. I created a Discord server where I invited representatives from top end guilds. These guilds include EXE, First, ROI, and Win CHN. Now, I'm not excluding any guild, like, for example, TNB, FBI. I had relationships with some of the members of those guilds, and I asked them to send representatives. I'm not excluding other guilds. I don't have contacts with them. I don't know. Perhaps maybe someone in those guilds will be watching this channel. You can always reach out to me if you're. There's no non-rude way to say this, but I want to keep this exclusively to top end guilds. Um, I recognize that my opinion is not the only and most important opinion, and that's why I invited these members to give me advice on what they believe they would like to see in this game. A lot of these guys are veteran players, they are also big spenders, so their input does matter. They were able to provide me with some pretty good insights on what I should be communicating with. I want to thank them for trusting me with this communication and putting their faith in me to communicate on their behalf. If you are a member of the community and you have already expressed your faith in me disclosing what you would like to see for feedback, I appreciate it. We do believe that one voice speaking out is better than the many, so information isn't lost. Now, I wanted to put this video out to disclose to the community what I have been working on behind the scenes, some feedback that I have filtered out and decided is probably the best course of action and the most important. I can recognize that people will have different opinions, thinking what they believe is most important in the game. Uh, Being as though it's my communication, this is what I have decided on, and I have some feedback that I would like to share from you, or share with you. I apologize. Um, I think that we have some pretty good wins in here. I think we still have some stuff to work on, but before I get into that, if you appreciate what I'm doing, I would appreciate a subscribe. If you would like to, subscribe and donate to my Patreon, you can. You can always leave comments under all of my videos, whether you agree with me or not. Unless you're extremely rude, I'm not going to delete them. So, without further ado, the first thing I brought up to them was monetization. One of the ways to fix monetization, I believe, is to combat the dealers in the game. My first suggestion, I have many, but my first one was a $19.99 pack. You can keep some small items in there as they are now, but I believe they should have approximately the same base gold value, about 30% increase in gold rewards, and they should also offer the same level of UCHC and wormhole crystals, but they should also increase the resources amount provided. Now they can do this, a single resource or all five, but I think the resources need to be about 800 million to combat, what you can buy for real money from dealers. Uh, they did provide me a little bit of feedback, so they're not really willing to adjust their pricing standards at this time. But I believe that if the monetization continues to go down and people aren't spending, they may address that. Um, Another thing is server stability issues. This is not just to do with GC, but this also has to do with just Cassitan and general server stability. Um, they said they are working on it. They are constantly trying to adjust the servers. Um, I know we've heard that a lot in the past, and it hasn't quite gotten fixed. This is a continuous thing that I am trying to address with them. Um, Create a separate button to pull back all your troops. This is a quality of life improvement. Um, they like the idea. They're not sure when or if it can be implemented. Like I said, that this is probably lower priority, and anything that we suggest will take resources away. So that's not a big deal for me. I did bring up short duration shields. They chose to give us 2-hour shields permanently and 30-minute shields in the event rewards. I'm not too happy with the prices, but that is something that I brought up that they did, in fact, implement. I brought up a roadmap for Arc of War. This is basically, what is coming next, so that way the players, might be able to get excited for what's coming next, and they're not just dropping content on us with no warning whatsoever. I think a roadmap will definitely increase the excitement for the player base. Some other things that I brought up was to create purchasable tier blueprint boxes. So these would be similar to the commander boxes, but it would contain blueprints. Their response was, yes, we will create easily accessible option chests and include some fragments or blueprints for advanced equipment. We expect to see them in the next version. Now, I have asked, I'm not entirely sure what they mean by version, if that's a whole number or a next update. I'll need to get some clarification on that. I brought up provide in-game rewards based on time played. Uh, their response to online time rewards is yes, but their personal uh, guess is that the rewards are going to be a little bit basic. That's not really what I had in mind. I kind of understand the fact that the in-game time rewards aren't going to be drastic because we do have dealers and some items you can trade to other players. Some players have alts. I would like to see some, rewards for people actually playing the game. I am going to continue to work on that, um, but I don't see that as a major factor, so that will probably be put on the back burner. We have the All Star contest. I think wins should allow rewards of shiny medals, and there should be some sort of cap similar to the World event. And I say that because I don't believe they are going to adjust the prices on the shiny metal items. So if we can find a way to increase them, I think that would be a good thing. Um, yes, we will optimize the rewards for All Star contests. We should prioritize optimizing the leaderboard rewards for the next update. I'm not sure if update and version are interchangeable. Um, to kind of speed up this video, I will have the responses on screen. I'm not going to read them all because my voice will go out before that. But number 4, add wormhole crystals to the paraloper conversion. Number 5 is the monthly quest should be adjusted to, I recommended 28 days. I believe that they should also change the rewards, provide uh, bots, UC, HC, WC. I'm not sure if they will take that into consideration because, like I said, there are alts and other things. I did ask them to bring back the Shadow Matter Oracle. They did not respond to that, which is, no surprise. But I will be pushing for that. I know a lot of players need that. I pushed for Endless event to happen more often, quarterly or semi-annually. You may or may not have seen, but they did confirm in one of the discords. I think it was Yoda's Discord. I can't really remember. There will be an endless event. I believe they said 1/7, but it will be server side only, so you'll have to leave CAS. So I pushed for that. We got that. Hopefully they'll also bring it back pretty frequently. All event monsters. So if there's going to be a holiday event, I believe they should all go up to level 10 just to increase the gold reward. CAS monsters gold should reset each iteration. So every time a Cassitan comes around, you should be able to kill those monsters again, even after the first time to receive gold. I did get confirmation that the next Cassitan, this will be implemented. I am still waiting on the confirmation of how much gold exactly will be available. The first time kill is 100,000. They said that it was going to be a substantial amount of gold, but I don't know what that means to them. I am pushing for an actual number, but we did get the cast monsters to reset gold. That'll start next Cassitan. I think that's a pretty big win, especially for free to play and light spenders. Remove gold charge event. New items should be a part of a permanent event. I don't like the gold charge event at all. That's my personal opinion. Add advanced market tickets to event rewards. I believe that different events should offer advanced market tickets. As it sits now, you can only get them like in a $19.99 pack. Uh, I understand that getting them as event rewards, uh, they will probably technically cost more depending on the event than 19.99, but having that avenue to get them without actually having to spend money, it might cost gold, but hopefully with the Cassidy changes, we can get more gold so you can pick up those and be able to purchase items with those advanced tokens. GB Tower UI fix for carryover losses. So I did make a video a while ago. I can't remember exactly when about this GB Tower UI error where it shows losses for a fresh tower when there have been no fights. Provide in-game alliance tabs for guilds. Alliance arcs tiles cannot be attacked. Alliance members are green. Alliance male. Those are just some examples uh, of what I was requesting. Add talents and tech to existing game modes. So you may or may not be aware, a lot of the different game modes, if you have talents unlocked, you can't actually use them. I believe if you are obtaining these either via event rewards or money, the game mode should recognize that you have talents. Uh, the add more guild ranks in general guild structure. I think this would uh, benefit higher end guilds with more organization. I think that's a great idea. And like I said, I didn't come up with all of these. I'm not sure if they would like me to disclose who came up with what. Add alliance guild system to better manage alliances and chats. I'm not sure how much of that they would actually be able to do. This was a this was a great suggestion. I didn't come up with this, but a new crafting system, so you could enable like a second arc breakthrough, like they did with the first time with talents. You break through the second time. make high tier blueprints such as Sunraven, Butterfly, Broken Fortress, so they are craftable. There was an example of using a mini blueprint of Beetlejuice plus an Aether Crystal to get one Jupiter print. Uh, I believe that this is important to implement in the game. The cost of doing so, not sure what that'll be. I did bring up the Cass Weenie issues. Um, One of the examples of what we might be able to do is alliance guilds do not affect the lost win counters. You can implement a 4-day cooldown for joining or leaving an alliance. Enable alliance rewards based on staying in the same alliance. So if you're not bouncing around, you do get better rewards. These may not be too great, but they would hopefully enough to incentivize not bouncing around. After an attacking guild on the same server lose 10 fights in a row, that guild is locked out of sending to that objective for 1 hour. Uh, Basically, we're trying to eliminate the weenie issue when fighting in Casseton. It's not really fair for other people that really want to fight. I don't think you should be able to use weenies to force whoever gets in there first pretty much wins. It's not fun to wait 20 minutes. So you may have noticed I don't have answers to all of my questions or feedback. We did get some pretty good responses. I think that changes will be happening more and more. Just so you know, I requested some community members, give me some commander ideas. Not very many people actually sent in those commander ideas. I did provide those to 7P. I have not heard anything back. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. I wanted to provide this feedback so you know that, well, not only what I am working on when it comes to behind the scenes, but some of the answers that I've been provided. I'm working really hard to communicate with them, on a daily basis, trying to get questions answered and answers to feedback. I think some of the feedback is positive, and we should be seeing changes. If you would like to put your voice behind mine, um, if they ask for feedback, tell them, Grinch Gaming speaks for us or speaks on our behalf. The more of the community that I get behind me, the more of a voice that I will have when speaking to Seven Pirates. Like I said, I am kind of the voice of this. I am taking charge. I'm disseminating information that's been provided to me. Realize that just because something that you have suggested to me that is not listed on here, I've probably taken note of it. But certain things require differing amounts of resources, and if it's not super important, I may not be suggesting it right away because I would rather them fix more relevant issues. But if you support what I'm doing, let Seven Pirates know. Let me know in the comments. If you would like to subscribe, I would definitely appreciate that. My Patreon is open if you would like to do that as well. Yeah, I am communicating on your behalf. I'm fighting for you guys. I want to see this game continue to operate. I don't want to see it die. I'm trying to do everything I can to provide positive feedback, as well as make some changes that I think players would like to see. Until next time, I'm the Grinch, and I'm out.